Welcome back, folks, to Fishing Planet. I'm Soopa-Dave, and today on the Kaiji no Dai Exploration 1 mission, we're going to talk about the Fishing Together lobby, the Big Reef Squid, the Anchovy, the Jack Mackerel, and the Striped Bonito. Now, one thing I want to say before we get into this, first of all, you can do your Fishing Together tab, but after that, if you have not done the maintenance missions, there is a guy right next to the car, right to left of where you spawn. He has the set of maintenance missions that will you really highly recommend you do first. I have all the videos in the playlist in the description for you guys for that. I would really hope that you guys do that first. A few reasons: it's easy and fun, and also it kind of gives you a help out on the lake, and also um, it gives you some really nice gear as well as fixing up the rental boat. So I highly recommend that. The playlist is down below. And just like I said, make sure you do your fishing together tab. I'll show you that here in a second. So before we start on the fish, it does say that it wants you to go to the fishing together tab. All you have to do is go over to this dual boat icon where your friends are, and then whatever control is for you, switch over to fishing together. You don't have to make a room. Right now, as soon as you just move over, that part of the mission will go away. Now, for the fish, I am actually in this spot right over here. If you want, you could go ahead and mark it on the map. This area in general will work for all the fish. Um, but if you want, I will show you individual spots for them as well. But you can actually do all of them right here. So uh, for the mackerel and the anchovy, you're gonna want to use something like a Brutus pole, just because you could use a smaller pole if you wanted, but I recommend using one that can pull a fish in just in case you get a bigger one on it. But sea worms work really well for them on a number 4 hook, 20 inches down or 50 centimeters for our metric friends. Now, if you do want another spot for them too, the maintenance mission, I did these actually also on shore off of this spawn point, just cast out right in front of you. They're not hard, so if you want another spot for them as well, you can do that there. Now, for the squid, probably these first three, the mackerel, the jack mackerel, and the anchovy. If you catch them at all, or if you catch one of them, you can catch the other one. So with the squid, same thing. They're going to be all in the same area, but a squid jig right under the surface that like stop and go worked really well for me. Any squid jig works really well. Now, if you don't have a squid jig for the squid, I highly recommend this spot with either Gulf shrimp or scaled sardines also work good, or clam meat. Them are the three I would recommend. With a 3-0 right here, and sometimes you'll get a bonito while doing this, but you can just cast them out. The depth does not really matter on the squid at all. I generally do pretty close to the surface, but anything can work. And I definitely would do the squid here. This is one of my favorite spots for the squid on the map. So you guys can go ahead and pause that if you want for the squid. Now, for the bonito, you can use either a pilker right under the surface or mid-water stop and go. Pilkers work pretty good for them. Make sure you're using like a smaller hook, like a 4-0, or you can use Gulf shrimp on a rod, uh, or scaled sardines. Now, this will probably be the last fish you need on this list if you decide not to do the maintenance mission. And you can catch them out here, like I said, but the bonito is actually a little bit better down here by this island. You just go here and you cast towards that island. And you should have not much problem with the bonito. If you haven't got it in this spot, I would come down here and get it. It's normally pretty easy. Anyway, You guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time, folks. Have a good one.